Just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just
She got a body like a goddess.
No way! I've gone on the wrong one. For God's sake. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh, this is great. I'm back. Well, I'm not really back because I do stream stuff that isn't watch-alongs, but the watch-alongs are back and we are starting with practice 1 that kicks off in about 8 minutes time, and this is going to be one of the best weekends of Formula 1 racing we might get for a very long time. Well, there's a decent chance of that happening anyway, because of course we are back at China after 5 years. There has been no running of any type of motorsport on this track in that time. They have resurfaced it in some corners, although apparently it's actually just paint. And yeah, so we're going to a track that we've not been to in 5 years. It's a sprint weekend, which means that we're going to have one practice session, and that's it. That's the only time you've got to get a good setup, to get your strategy sorted, because then you've got sprint quali, sprint race, quali, and the main race. This is your only opportunity to actually sort things out, and there is actually a revitalized format this weekend. Pretty much what's going on is before you would have it'd be practice 1, and then you'd qualify for the main race, and then on Saturday you'd have sprint quali and the sprint race, and then Sunday the main race. Now it's Friday is practice 1 and sprint quali, and then Saturday is the sprint race and then quali for the main race. So basically it's like a normal weekend, except practice 2 and 3 are gone. Practice 1, qualifying, and the main race are all at the same times, but practice 2 and 3 is obviously replaced by the sprint quali and the sprint race. So let me get the timers sorted, and oh, it's gonna be so fucking good. Let's go! Oh, we're so back. Oh, I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's a shame that, well, once again, I have to pull an all-nighter to actually, you know, get up and stay awake and watch this shit. I woke up at, well, I actually fell asleep at 8 p.m. Fell asleep at 8 p.m. and I'm thinking, right, you know, get a decent sleep, get up at like 3 a.m, go from there, cook. Well, I actually woke up at about 9:15 p.m, and for those that don't know, I am a massive West Ham supporter, and at that time, at 8 o'clock, they were playing in the Europa League quarter-finals against unbeaten Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. I wanted to sleep through it. Oh, hang on, intro music playing. I wanted to sleep through it, and then just because I couldn't deal with the fucking nerves. Unfortunately, it didn't really go the way. Apparently, in the first half, West Ham were the best they've ever played ever, and could have won the game there and then they bottled it in the second half. So, I'm a little bit pissed off today, because not only have I had to witness my team losing, actually, they drew the game, but they also lost the tie. But now, I've had to stay up since 9 p.m. It's now 4:30. So that's already 7 hours. And what I think's really stupid is once this ends, this practice session ends at 5:30 a.m, the next session, the sprint quali, isn't until 8:30. That's 3 hours break between practice 1 and sprint quali, even though there is no other racing series going on. Like, why is there such a large break? It's dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, it's just infuriating, because, like, it's already a struggle to stay up for this. And now I gotta try and stay up another, like, 4 or 5 hours. It's gonna be outrageous. Anyway, let's get the live timing up. Bim bada boom bada bim bada bosh. There it is. Nice. I think the race itself might be a bit dead, because the actual Chinese Grand Prix circuit is, well, it's not the most favourable for overtaking. I'd say on the entire track there is one overtaking spot, but that's only really because of these massive cars. I mean, there's obviously the DRS down the back straight. That's basically your only overtaking opportunity. In fact, if I see an overtake that happens outside of that heavy braking zone at the end of the back straight, or just at the back straight in general, if there's an overtake at any other corner, I will eat my friend dog. That is what I will do, right? I probably shouldn't have said that, because there's not an incredibly low chance of that happening. That could genuinely happen. But anyway, weather conditions, we have 22 degrees Celsius, cloudy, moderate track temperatures, about 38 degrees, with some low humidity. So, you know, nice conditions. We like that. Seems like Nico Rosberg is also on the Sky Sports broadcast, which is a massive W, because he is one of the only people on the entire punditry team, apart from Bernie Collins, who actually talks sense and just basically doesn't speak like they're talking to 5-year-olds. That's what I hate about the Sky Sports broadcast the most, and why I don't watch it, because they just talk as if we're all 3-year-olds. Like, it pisses me off, so that's why I'll be avoiding that. I've got live timing. Live timing just is better. And that's what we'll be doing. Lovely stuff. We kick off in about a minute time. Let's go. I expect today gonna see quite a lot of cars. And not just a lot of cars. I mean, like, loads of cars for the whole thing. I doubt we're gonna have, like, 10-15 minutes of, like, nothing. Because this FP1 is gonna be so unbelievably crucial that everyone's going to be out, and we're probably going to see everything. We're going to see quali hot laps. We're going to see excuse me, we're going to see race simulations. We are going to get... Oh, stop hiccuping. We are going to get everything. And we are going to begin in 20 seconds-ish. And the Chinese Grand Prix weekend will be underway. Let's go. I'm ill. I've got sore lips. It's all going horribly wrong. Funniest part about all this is, I'm sat here at 4:30 talking to myself on a live stream that no one will ever watch. That's the depressing part about this, is that I've actively stayed awake this whole time, and I put 8-9 hours a day of content creation and no one sees it. It's depressing but hilarious as well if you think about it, because I'm just sat here basically talking to myself. No one's even watching and no one will watch. I'm hoping when the European races come back around, because let's be honest, no one in the UK or the US is watching this. And even if they are, they're not going to watch a watch along. They're only going to get up for it if they can actually watch it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if we're seeing a delay or if the live timing's bugged. Oh, I think the live timing's bugged. Oh no, there it is. The green flag has dropped. We're underway. Now, live timing is actually 20 seconds delayed off the Sky Sports broadcast, which is incredibly rare. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn on the timers now. There we go. Timers are on. Lovely stuff. I'm going to restart the live timing as well to see if it's a bit more up to date. Oh, and it is. It just is. That says 58:20. Yeah, this is like half an hour quicker. There we go. Okay, we are officially cooking for the Chinese Grand Prix weekend. Look at that. Immediately have both Alpines, both Stakes, Lawrence Stroll and Kevin Magnussen out on track. But yeah, like I was saying, I spend more time doing content creation, which is, you know, making YouTube videos every day, doing streams whenever I can, doing YouTube shorts, doing TikToks, doing Twitter. I spend more time doing that than a person would on a normal job. And that's the depressing part about this, is that I'm putting so much time into it for no real reason. I've seen zero success so far. I've had like 3 videos get a load of views, but recently my views have been really bad. I don't want to waffle on about it too much. I'll only just say there's one quick thing, but before I uploaded a video got the 2,000 views, my impressions used to be about 6 to 7,000 with a 2% click-through rate and decent-ish audience retention, right? Now I get 50 impressions, so a 93% decrease in impressions, but my click-through rate is always around 10% with a high audience retention. So I don't know why my videos are getting 92% less impressions. Why? But anyway, the grind will continue. Hopefully when the European races roll round, I'll start cooking again. And we now focus on this. So, anyone else pops out? Oh, yes, we have Nico Hülkenberg. We've got both Red Bulls. We've got Yuki Tsunoda. We've got Lewis Hamilton. We've got Lando Norris. We've got Fernando Alonso. And we've got George Russell. And we've got Daniel Ricciardo. Obviously, as well, Daniel Ricciardo with a brand new chassis this weekend. Now, I don't think that will give him much of a performance advantage, but it will give him a mood and confidence boost. I mean, if I got told by my engineers I was getting a new chassis and it was literally exactly the same as my old one, but I didn't know that, they just said it was a new chassis, I would get a confidence boost. I just would. So we'll see how Ricciardo does this weekend. I should also probably go to the sector times. Now, of course, I don't know what decent lap times are actually going to be. Let me just quickly go. Alright, there we go. So I don't actually know what a decent lap time is around here, because what is interesting to me this is the first time I get to watch a Chinese Grand Prix live. I only started watching F1 in 2021, when most people that watch F1 now did. I started watching, you know, at the start of the 2021 season. Unlike most fans, though, I actually do know a bit about this sport. And in fact, I like it so much that despite being in that same era of DTS fans, I'm actually, you know, I do F1 content. So, anyway, yeah, but I've never seen a Chinese Grand Prix live. I've seen replays. I watched China 2018. I watched China 2007. And when did Jenson Button win? Was it 2011 or 12? I'm not too sure. But Max Verstappen goes fastest with a 39.5. And then Sergio Perez making his way around the final corner. What's he going to do? He's actually got the fastest Sector 2 and right up his teammate's arse in Sector 1. Perez... Alright, that's odd. So, Sergio Perez, through the first sector, was 3 thousandths slower than Verstappen. In Sector 2, he was 2.5 tenths quicker than Verstappen. And then Sector 3, he was 2.8 seconds slower than this. Okay, so Sally obviously went a bit wrong for Mr. Checo Perez. And then, coming out of the final quarter right now, we have Kevin Magnussen, Tsunoda, Piastri, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Bottas, Joe, and Sargent all split by about 2 seconds. They are right up each other's asses. That's hilarious. So far, we are 7 minutes in. There is 17 cars out on track, and only 10 have actually done lap times. So, that is interesting. David Croft just said the fastest time here was a 33.911. Now, I don't know if that was quali or if that was practice, but if you're telling people we're going to get 6 seconds slow, I mean, the current trend is that the 2024 F1 cars are actually faster. Did I say 2021? 2024, whatever. 2024 F1 cars are actually faster than 2019. So, will we get faster than a 33.9? I don't know. Valtteri Bottas goes fastest in Sector 1 with a 25.8. Current tyres for you lot. We currently have Gasly and Ocon on softs. The Red Bulls, the Hasses, the Stakes, and the Williams are all on mediums, and then everyone else is on hard. So we currently have all three compounded tyres being used. You just love to see that, don't you? Realistically, we do. We like that. We really do like that. Alright. Stroll goes up to P2 at 40 dead. What's Ocon gonna do? Ocon then goes second at 39.7. Guanyu Zhou is improving. I'm sort of going to ignore these first lap times because realistically, no one cares about the first lap times because they're not really representative at all. We sort of want to wait until at about another 10 minutes or so before we look at some lap times. Max Verstappen, fastest in Sector 1. Fastest in Sector 2. We know what he's cooking. I believe Sergio Perez might be on a lap as well. He actually is really shit in the first sector. A 10.5 slower than his previous lap. So he's 2 tenths back from Verstappen through the first sector. But he does seem to have a good second sector, this lad. Or maybe Verstappen's was just shit. Who knows? Let's find out. Hamilton goes P8 with a 40.6. Perez through the second sector at 29.5, so having an absolute rotter at the moment, not improving in either sector. Verstappen fails to improve in the final sector, but goes P1 with a 39.1. Wow. And we are already getting close. Why is there a song that sounds exactly like Avicii playing right now? I have no idea. Anyway, we are almost in the 1 minute 38s already. That's pretty fast. That is quite rapid. Perez goes second fastest. A really good sector 3 from Perez there. Goes within 49 milliseconds of Max Verstappen. There's been a lot of talk recently. And apparently, I don't even know who said it. Probably Helmut Marko, to be fair. That supposedly, Red Bull are in contract negotiation with Carlos Sainz. Now, I think that's bollocks, first of all, but even if they are, what more do they need Perez to do? His objective is to finish second and be close-ish to Verstappen. He's doing that. So, if I was Red Bull Racing, going off the first 4 races this season, I would keep Perez for another year. Give him a 1-year extension and go from there. Because although Sainz will be probably closer to Verstappen, they don't need that. And I feel like this could be a rant here. This could be a bit of a cheeky rant. But I get really pissed off when F1 fans say that Perez should leave Red Bull immediately because he's always so far off Verstappen in the races. They need to get Sainz because it'd be closer with Max. Now, you can sort of rephrase that. It isn't Red Bull should get Sainz. You want Red Bull to get Sainz. Because realistically, you look at it from a Red Bull point of view. What do you want as a constructor? You want a clear number 1 and a clear number 2. The clear number 1 always wins and the clear number 2 finishes in P2. That is exactly what they've got. Bahrain, 1-2. Saudi Arabia, 1-2. Australia, DNF, floor damage, P5. Whatever. Ignore it. Japan, 1-2. China, probably a 1-2. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have exactly what they want. And even though Perez is off of Verstappen in the races, it's not only by a way less deficit than last season and the season before, but he is also comfortably beating everyone else. And like people say, once Ferrari and McLaren step it up and they actually have a constructors battle, Perez won't be there to fight. He just will. So yeah, I think my take on this Red Bull contract situation is I'm a very big Perez fan. He doesn't deserve a sack at all. He does deserve a contract extension. I think Sainz, he should go to Audi because they will come knocking. And he should go from there. Verstappen, fastest in Sector 1 for about 3 milliseconds. But then Sergio Perez goes quicker in Sector 1. Then Verstappen also goes fastest in Sector 2 with a 29.2. Perez going to have to face a bit of traffic here with Hamilton. He's probably going to lose like 3 tenths or so, maybe 2 or 3 tenths. Getting right in the way of the double left-hander. Perez through Sector 2. It's going to be a 29.4, which is 2.5 tenths of Verstappen. It is improvement, but like I said, had a bit of traffic with Hamilton. Magnussen also getting traffic, and Piastri and Bottas. Traffic might be an issue on this circuit because it's too small. Verstappen extends his gap, does a 38.4 on the mediums. Lovely stuff. Ocon, fastest in Sector 1. I mean, he's on softs, but still, that's a bit strange. Sergio Perez across the line. He is going to go P2. He's got a really good Sector 3, Perez. And he is going to go P2, 700ths of Verstappen. Ocon, actually faster than Perez through Sector 2 by 1 millisecond, and we have a red flag. We have a red flag. All cars on track. All cars on track. What? We have a red flag. Maybe an animal. Sky Sports F1 not even mentioning the red flag. To explain this in the easiest way possible, you are racist. What the fuck is blood on about? What are we doing here, mate? You are racist. Well done. Give yourself a goldfish. There you go, have that. Anyway, the grass around the circuit has caught fire. How has that happened? The grass around the track has caught fire. Yeah, like literally next to the track, the grass is on fire. I was wondering, I was looking at live timing and it said red flag, but you look at the little like dot things and everyone was still moving. You go on to Sky Sports broadcast, who are, as always, extremely slow, and the grass is... I'm so confused. How has that even happened? Like, let's be honest here, how? Nope, that's the wrong account. I need to tweet on... No, oh, for fuck's sake. Is there anyone technical to try and explain to me how, like, fire has happened? What? Is that just like a spark or something? Wouldn't be surprised if that was Williams chucking Sarge's contract extension into the fire. That's just not funny, is it? Let's be honest, it's just not. Anyway, I don't know how long it's going to be until we get back underway. Oh, we are back underway. There it is. Yay. Alright, well, 40 minutes remaining. We have hit a third mark. So that means it is time to give you a little cheeky update into a little update into the leaderboard. So we currently have Max Verstappen in P1 on the mediums with a 1 minute 38.498. P2 is Checo Perez on the mediums with a 38.566, only 600 splitting the Red Bulls. And then we have Nico Hulkenberg in P3. Go on, lad. Big up. We're on the mediums. So Hulkenberg only 4 tenths back from the Red Bulls on the mediums. Has a cooking with a 38.88, and then we have Stroll on the hards, a 39.4. Alonso on the hards, a 39.5. Guan Yu Zhou, home hero, P6 on the mediums, a 39.5. Ocon on the softs, a 39.7. Norris on the hards, a 39.8. Gasly on the softs, a 39.8. Magnussen on the mediums, a 40 dead. Bottas a 40 dead. Albon a 40.2. Hamilton a 40.6. Sargent a 40.8. Sainz a 41.1. Leclerc a 31.1. Piastri a 41.2. Ricciardo a 41.2. Tsunoda a 41.5. And Russell hasn't set a lap. My lips are killing me. Extremely sore. I still don't understand how the grass has caught fire. Daniel Ricciardo saying before the race weekend as well that apparently we've not seen the best of him. Oh wait, so I'm confused. Apparently, they haven't even put out the fire. They put out the fire, but then left it. They didn't even, like, patch it up or anything. Like, what? I'm puzzled. Right, anyway. Anyone improving? Yes, Esteban Ocon with the fastest Sector 1. Only... Oh, no, that's from before, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's from before. So, I think half the grid or so currently out on track. And, no one really interesting. I say that. Both Ferraris and Red Bulls are out, so I suppose there is interesting cars there. But they're not doing anything. Well, I suppose Sainz is on a lap. He just finished it. Goes P12 with 1 minute 40.2. So... Sainz currently 2 seconds away from the Red Bulls, so... Will Sainz continue his podium streak? Because realistically... F1 made a tweet and said that every single 3 out of the 4 races this season... Sainz has got a podium. Now, you can't really say that because how is he meant to get a podium when he's under anesthesia, whatever it's called, on a hospital bed with his stomach cut open, his appendix taken out? How is he meant to do that? Exactly, I have no idea. Leclerc goes P4, a 39.3, which is actually still 9/10 off the Red Bull, so it ain't much of an improvement. Let's be honest, it's an improvement, but it ain't much of an improvement. Alex Albon, P14 across the line. Logie Sagi not improving. George Russell's on a lap, though. Currently, with a blockbuster lap time of a 16-minute 4 seconds, 0.5. My guy is absolutely cooking the competition right now. Absolutely lovely. I believe Verstappen's about to begin a lap, so we'll go along with him, see how he gets on. Anyone else improving? No, just Russell. Russell across the line. Russell stays P20 after a hot lap with a 41.1, which is actually 2/10 slower than 19th place Tsunoda. There it is. Now, what I don't like about the live timing is that they're showing, like, Ocon fastest in Sector 1, even though he's in the pits. I wish they would just reset that. But anyway, Lando Norris comes out of the pits, actually stopped at the end of the pit lane, probably doing a practice start. He's on the hards, so there you go, W. Ew. Yeah, no, this whole weekend of F1 is gonna cook. I mean, so far, it doesn't look like anything special. It's still a Red Bull 1-2 with Ferrari there or thereabouts. Oh, actually, I didn't even realise Charles Leclerc did his lap time, which is 8/10 away from the Red Bulls, on softs. The Red Bulls, and in fact Nico Hülkenberg, did their laps on mediums. Not looking good for Ferrari so far, as we are approaching the halfway mark. There's only 3 minutes until that point. 33 minutes remaining. Max Verstappen. Actually, that's a thought. Do you reckon I can get, like, community guidelines strike for saying strap on? No, surely not. No. No. Alright, back to sectors. We have, how many? 19, 18. 18 drivers out on track. It's getting a bit busy. It's getting very busy. Go on. Come on! Carlos Sainz, P1 by a 10th of a second on softs. The Red Bulls are on mediums. He does a 38.382. P1, come on! I mean, I'm not cheering Ferrari and downvoting Red Bull. Hamilton on the radio. I just got pushed off by Lando. And then Bono says, I actually think it was Piastri. So Hamilton with some poor vision. Needs some glasses. Oh, come on! Charles Leclerc goes P1 now with a 30.13. 2.5 tenths up on Sainz. 3.5 tenths up on the Red Bulls. Come on! And yeah, like I said, I'm not cheering Ferrari and downvoting or preying on Red Bull's downfall. I am a Red Bull supporter. That's why I've got 2 signed Red Bull shirts. I've got a Max Verstappen poster. I've got a Sergio Perez poster. I've got a Max Verstappen poster. And I've got a Mexican Grand Prix track thing. I don't know what you'd call it. I actually have 2 brand new posters since I last did a watch along. First one I've got is a really nice Michael Schumacher poster, which is next to my Red Bull signed shirts. It's a nice outline. It looks really, really nice in the night. When it's dark, it sort of illuminates slightly because of the colours. And then, all the way above my bed, I have got every single 2023 track. Black and white flag for Hamilton, failing to follow race director's instructions, crossing the line at pit entry. Where have we seen that one before? Like, 2007 rings a bell. Right. Lando Norris has got P6 on the hards. Not a bad lap time. 6/10 away from the Red Bulls on a slower compound. I mean, is there 6/10 difference between the hards and the mediums? I'm not so sure. I believe the Red Bulls and... no, the Red Bulls are doing long runs right now. I think. Maybe. I don't know. They might be. Lance Stroll, you hero. Because of Lance Stroll exiting the pits, we now have all 20 drivers on the track. Yes! Come on! Yeah, let's be honest, David Croft. No one cares about Ted Kravitz's opinion. He just chats bollocks. Like, he really does talk a load of bollocks. No one cares. Oh, I hate the broadcast so much, but... like, it's the annoying thing. I hate the Sky Sports broadcast, but I do like watching it, so I might just watch it on mute. Like, I like watching it. I hate listening to it. Really bad. I couldn't hate anything more. Anyway, nothing really going on. I don't think anyone's going to improve, because I believe we are doing some long runs. Yay! I like long runs. Red Bull's lapping in the mid 42s right now. Ricciardo almost improves, but doesn't. Stays in P15 with a 40.1. So we'll see how he gets on. Sainz comes into the pits and Hamilton comes out. So we still have 19 drivers on track. Actually, we do have one driver to follow along with, which is George Russell, who is improving in the first sector. Esteban Ocon goes P6. I believe he's on the softs. Yes, on the softs. 8/10 away from Leclerc on softs. Honestly, the way Alpine have been, they have got a new upgrade. They got a new floor upgrade. I don't think that's too bad. George Russell through sector 2. Actually, not bad sector times. It depends. If he's on the mediums, Mercedes are dangerous. Hang on, wait. I might be waffling, but George Russell is currently going faster than the Red Bulls on mediums, and he's on hards. I'm very curious to see this lap time. He's currently up on Lando Norris, who's on hards as well. Wait, no, he's not. He's down on Norris. Across the line, Russell goes P5, 2/10 off the 2/10 off the Red Bulls on hards, and then Norris goes 2/10 off the Red Bull. No, Norris within a 1/10 of the Red Bulls on hards. Hang on a minute. Everything's not as simple as it seems. Also, I like to point out something a bit funny. Both the Red Bulls have just set exactly the same lap time. Like, literally the exact same lap time. Piastri improving. What tyre is he on? Hards, okay, and also Leclerc with the fastest sector 2 on softs. So, Ferrari's known their priorities, which is going to be quali, which is fair enough. They have been a bit shit in quali, but really strong in the race. They seem to have completely solved their tyre deg issues. Piastri goes P10 with a 39.2. That is 6 tenths behind Lando on the same tyres. Leclerc across the line. Leclerc improves his lap time to a 38.1. And we are only a tenth away from getting in the 37s. Yes! He would have actually done it, but he had the fastest sector 2, an improved sector 1, but then failed to improve in sector 3. Lost quite a bit of time. So, still a bit more in there for Leclerc. Hamilton improving. He's coming down the back straight. DRS enabled. Can we see what kinds of speed we are looking for at Lewis Hamilton? 300 kilometers per hour. Gets into the braking zone. Yeah, that decrease in speed is fucked. Gets on throttle all the way up to 250 kilometers an hour. And then what speed is it going to be across the line? It's going to be 250 across the line. Hamilton goes P8 with a 38.882. Nice. Well done, Camel Toe. Alonso goes P10 as well with a 39.14. That is also on the hard tyres. So, certain drivers kind of cooking. Some of them kind of cooking. You know what I mean? Ah, 3 minutes time and I'll give you a little update on the leaderboard. But I am very impressed by Nico Hülkenberg so far. Bro's P7, was P3 at one point, and on medium tyres. He's actually 3 tenths away from the Red Bulls, and they're on the same tyres. Come on. Nico Hülkenberg. Bleh. Bleh. Huh? No, Nico Hülkenberg. Yeah, you gotta have like a stroke when you say the bleh. Nico Hülkenberg. Yeah, nice one. One in. No one improving right now. Both Ferraris in the pits. Both Williams in the pits. The other 16 are currently out. Let's get a little tyre update. It's literally an even split between mediums and hards, and then a couple on the soft as well. The Alpines on the softs, the Astons, the Mercedes, the McLarens, the RBs on hards, and then the Hasses, the Red Bulls, the Stakes on the mediums. There it is. So we might not actually see any improved lap times until way later in the session, when there's like 3 or 4 minutes left, and we get a couple late quaddy hot laps. But for now, we're going to see quite a lot of long runs. Yay! Long runs! Yeah! I hate long runs. I mean, I'm a bit of a nerd, but even I hate long runs. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, my lips are killing me. So Hamilton comes out the pits and then pushes Hülkenberg way off the track. Wait, no, that's coming out the final corner. And then comes into the pits, locks up and pushes Lando off, and then goes through the pits and then comes straight back out. What is Blood Clot doing? What? I'm confused. Hamilton actually improves his time through Sector 2. There's a 29.3. He is down in Sector 1, so I don't think he's going to quite improve his lap time, but we could have a Butcher's anyway. He is actually on a hot lap because he did a warm-up lap the lap before, so let's see. Round the final corner, here he comes. Hamilton P9. And goes P8. Well done. Good shit. Love that. I believe also a couple other drivers have improved their lap times a tad. I think Ocon's improved to P5 and Russell's improved to P7 because Hulkenberg has gone from P7 to P9. So, that'd be Ocon and Hamilton. That makes sense. Alonso also improved his lap time to a 38.9, but doesn't improve position. And now we have 20 minutes remaining. It's about time I tell you the fucking leaderboard, right? So we've got Charles Leclerc with a 38.1, Carlos Sainz a 38.4, and then Max Verstappen. I'll stop doing the accent. Max Verstappen a 38.5 on the mediums. Sergio Perez a 38.5 on the mediums. Ocon a 38.6 on softs. Norris a 38.6 on hards. Russell a 38.8 on hards. Camel Toe a 38.8 on hards. Hulkenberg a 38.9 on mediums. And then Fernando Alonso a 38.9 on hards. And then Mr. Crash Prone Lance Stroll a 39.2 on hards. And then Pastry a 39.2 on the hards. And then Pierre Gasly a 39.3 on the softs. Joe Guan Yu a 39.5. Magnussen a 40 dead. Bottas a 40 dead. Ricciardo a 40 dead. Albon a 42. Tsunoda a 46. And Sargent a 40.8. So, actually, the gaps between P1 and P20, 2.7 seconds. However, there is only 1.1 seconds split between the top 11, 8 tenths between the top 10 right now. You take Leclerc out the picture, there's 1 second between 2nd and 13th. Quite close if you ask me, do you know what I mean? Only a couple cars out on track now though. We've got both McLarens, both Mercedes, Lawrence Stroll, and Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda. So a bit dead. Oh hang on, Sargent's popped out on softs. Go on Logie. Set them lap times alight. We need a what the fuck is a kilometer pole position. That is needed. What tyres have we got right now? So we got the McLarens on hards, Stroll on hards, Mercedes on hards, Ocon still on soft. So basically everyone's on dead tyres apart from Logan Sargent. So we're going to follow along with him as he goes for a hot lap and see if he can improve his lap time. I think he will. Just by how much? Oh fuck. I still don't understand how the track caught fire, though. Like, that can't be a good thing. I'm confused. I still can't understand how the track caught fire. Anyway, let's follow along with Logan Sargent as he makes his way on a hot lap. Oscar Piastri going really slow into the pits. Oh, here he goes. Oh, wait, no, he didn't even go in the pits. No, oh, no, he did. It was just bugged live timing. So, Logie Sargi improving through turn 1 and 2. Doesn't improve in turn 3, but continues to go green in... Wait, there's no way they count that as a corner. Really? The 12-degree little right that goes into the braking zone of 6 is called a corner. Alright, whatever. Logan Sargent green everywhere except turn 3 so far. Through sector 2 is gonna go a 29.4. Sector times looking like a top 10 at the moment. Can he keep it up down the back straight and put it in the top 10? This would be the greatest moment in Logan Sargent's career, apart from, you know, probably scoring points at his home Grand Prix, even though that was purely because... Logan Sargent has just gone P2. Oh! Oh my goodness. Logan Sargent goes P2. Now, yes, there's a lot of track evolution. Yes, he won't be in P2 for very long. But you've still got to respect it. I was literally saying that's looking like a top 10. I go on the Sky Sports broadcast. I see that he's within 2 tenths of Leclerc through sector 1 and 2. And then he goes and puts it P2. That's a bit like Latifi getting into Q3. Or getting P1 in Hungary FP1. Absolute GOAT. Now we only have 12 minutes left, I believe. We're gonna start seeing some quaddy hot laps, which I am fucking dying for, because realistically, when practice ends at 5:30, which is in 12 minutes time, I need to stay awake for another 3 hours before sprint quali, and honestly, I don't even know if I can do that. And I'm already tired now, so I desperately need some excitement. We have both Ferraris, both Red Bulls, the stakes. It's quali hot lap time! Yay! Come on! Finally, something to actually talk about. Some quali hot laps. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Some quali sims. I do love a quali sim, I do. See, there's a high probability that Sergeant won't be in P2 for, like, any time at all. But that's cold. I love how 30 minutes ago, when the red flag came out because of that fire, I tweeted, that's probably Williams chucking... Right, Track Evolution has gone... Alexander Albano has gone P1 by 0.8 of a second. These lap times are about to be insane. But yeah, half an hour ago, when the rain came out, no, not the rain, sorry, the track caught fire, I said, I bet that's Williams chucking Logan's contract extension in the fire. And then half an hour later, I tweet, give him the extension now because he won't P2. Right. Verstappen, fastest sector 1, 25.18. Perez, 25.30. And then sector 2 at 29.31. Verstappen at 28.9. Perez, a shambolic sector 2 there. He's probably going to do another lap and go a lot quicker. Sides through sector 1 at 25.8, so half a second behind the Red Bulls right now, and Leclerc's abandoned after 2 corners. First driver to finish a lap will be Sergio Perez. His lap time is going to improve. He goes from P6, he does go P1 with a 37.15. Only a 10th up on the Williams of Albon. Here comes Max Verstappen, probably going to go half a second quicker, which he does. He goes, well, 4 tenths quicker than Perez, but Perez had a really bad sector 2. So once Perez gets that sector 2 down, which he will, he obviously made a little error or got a bit of traffic, he'll be within a tenth or 2. Zhou Guanyu goes P4 with a 37.6, so half a second off the Red Bulls. Then we have Carlos Sainz, really bad through sector 1, not great through sector 2. He only goes P6 with a 38.3. Danny Rick goes P4 at 37.2. Valtteri Bottas, P5 at 37.5. Logan Sargent is on a lap. He is improving. Logan Sargent improves his lap time somehow, but stays P9 with a 38.2. Sonoda also improving. Sonoda actually down on his teammate by 3 tenths. Come on, Ricciardo. Ricciardo's back, bitch. Sonoda across the line. 8 tenths away from Ricciardo at 38 dead. No one else is doing laps right now, but I believe Leclerc is starting one, so let's go along with him. This is a good idea. Like, this is actively a good idea. Leclerc improving through turn 1. Bit of traffic in turn 2. Not improving. Turn 3. No. Okay, so Leclerc doesn't improve through the entirety of sector 1. Actually, 7 tenths off Sonoda. I think he is actively continuing his lap. But it's going to be dog shit, so we'll stop following along with him. Esteban Ocon is doing a lap. 25.3 through the first section. I'll tell you what, these Alpines don't look bad. Like, let's be honest, the Alpines don't look horrible right now. They don't look like the slowest car for probably the first time in this whole season, to be fair. Piastri across the line. He's going to begin a lap. So is Verstappen. Or Verstappen's really going to come in the pits. I don't know about Joe. Let's see. No, Joe's going to carry on. Sargent comes in. Albon stays out. My thumb is fucked. I believe Hulkenberg is starting a lap now. This is going to be very exciting. I feel bad for Ocon. He probably just got caught in a load of traffic. Lost a load of time. Piastri, fastest through Sector 1 with a 24.9. Ocon goes P3 at 37.2. Magnussen improving. Up on Ocon by a couple milliseconds. Alonso starting a lap. 5 minutes remaining. Hulkenberg with a very good Sector 1. A 10th up on Magnussen. I've just tore 3 layers of skin off my thumb. Not ideal. We move. Piastri with 29 dead through Sector 2. That's actually quite bad. That is slower than Magnussen. Magnussen goes P2. Go on, K-Mag. My fucking guy. What a geezer. Love it. Piastri's going to finish his lap. Really bad Sector 2, but really good Sector 1. Norris then goes 2 tenths faster in Sector 1 than Piastri. Piastri crosses the line. Goes P1 by, I believe, 31 milliseconds over Verstappen at 36.6. But Norris cooking up a storm, but then has the most traffic I have ever seen in a Formula 1 session in my life. That is horrid. Norris with also the fastest Sector 2, a couple tenths up on Piastri again. Norris is cooking, but has extreme traffic through turns 11, 12, and 13. Make his way down the back straight. What kind of speed? We saw like 300 and something with Hamilton. What's Norris doing? 310. So Norris running a lot less downforce than anyone else. No, a lot more downforce, sorry. Norris around the final corner. Go P1 for the boys. It'd be lovely. Go on. After setting the fastest Sector 1 and 2, Norris pits. Man. Right, I believe Perez is starting a lap. Let's see how he gets on. Yes, he is. Perez starting a lap. Now, like I said, Perez had a really bad Sector 2. And I believe that he is going to go quicker in that sector. And if he does, he'll be within a tenth or two of Verstappen. Now, he is on track. He has improved through turns 1 and 2. Doesn't improve in turn 3, but does improve in turn 4 and 5. Through turn 6, bit of traffic with Lewis Hamilton. Goes purple through turn 6. A 25.28 through the first sector. And then yellow because I believe he got quite a bit of traffic with Lewis Hamilton. Continuing to go green through turns 8 to turn 9. Improves. Turn 10 actually doesn't improve through turn 10. Is it going to be an improved sector? It's a purple sector for Sergio Perez at 28.7. That's half a tenth up on Norris. Yellow through turn 11 though. He needs a good exit through 12 and 13, which he doesn't get. So Perez is going to be down. Oh, he actually got a good exit. Never mind. We're good. On the telemetry, currently doing 320. Going into the braking zone. That is 10 kilometers an hour faster than Lando Norris. So that Red Bull looking mighty. Yellow through all of the back straight though. Coming around the final corner. Perez with a really bad Sector 3. And he goes only P3 with a shocking Sector 3. Why can't this man just chain 3 good sectors? He does a really good Sector 1, a decent Sector 2, and then a shambolic Sector 3. Like, come on. 1 minute left of practice. That's going to be all for Perez in this session. He gets within 30 milliseconds of Verstappen, but let's be honest, Verstappen's about to go like half a second quicker. Actually, Verstappen won't get another lap either. Right, so basically, to put this as simple as I can, Lance Stroll just got P1. What? Hulkenberg improving. He's the only driver that's going to be on a lap as practice is done. There it is. Session finished. We'll see if Hulkenberg can improve that lap time. And actually, Ocon got across the line in time, and he is also improving. So, Ocon going to be on a lap as well. Hulkenberg around the final corner. Is it going to be an improved lap time? If he goes faster than Perez, signs immediately. He doesn't. He doesn't improve. Hulkenberg says P5. So your finishing order is going to stay the same. I'm going to wait for Ocon to finish his lap. Before I read the final results. Because he is cooking right now. He could be on for a top 4 here. Round the fucking back corner to start the back straight. He's actually yellow through turns 11, 12, 13 and 14. I believe he had quite a lot of traffic with Lance Stroll. But as it stands, and as it probably will stand, Lance Stroll will get a P1 in FP1. What? Esteban Ocon doesn't improve his lap. Really bad sector 3. Actually went yellow in every single part of the track in sector 3. So, what the fuck? Okay, right. Your final finishing order for practice 1 is Lance Stroll in P1 with a 36.3. Piastri in P2 with a 36.6. Verstappen a 36.6. Perez a 36.6. Hulkenberg a 37.1. Magnussen a 37.1. Ocon a 37.2. Albon a 37.2. Ricciardo, top 10 for him, a 37.2 with a new chassis. Bottas a 37.5. Home hero Guan Yu Zhou a 37.6. Tsunoda a 38 dead, so 4 temps between P11 and 12. And then the Ferraris with a shocking day. Leclerc over 38 dead in P13. And then Sainz in P14 with a 38.3. Sargent a 38.2. Crazy how that works. But literally 10 minutes ago, Leclerc was P1, Sargent was P2, and Sainz was P3. Now they're P13, 14, and 15. But anyway, Lando Norris in P16 with a 38.6. He did actually go P2 or maybe even P1 in terms of Sector 1 and 2 times, but then abandoned in Sector 3 because of a bit of traffic. Russell in P17 with a 38.8. Hamilton a 38.8. Alonso a 38.9. And Pierre Gasly last on the softs with a 39.2. Who completed the most laps today? It is going to be... It's actually going to be Yuki Tsunoda with the most laps of the session with 24 laps. And who done the least? It's going to be Carlos Sainz with 18. So there you have it. Somehow, I don't even know how it happened, but Lance Stroll P1. I don't even know, but anyway, I've got a terrible stomach ache, which is good. It's just ruined the vibe for the last like 20 minutes completely. That's going to be all from me for practice 1, and that is practice done. I don't mean like practice 1, I mean the entirety of practice is done. Next up is sprint qualifying. The revamped format means we do the entirety of the sprint first before quali and the main race, which is such a good change. Well done. I mean, I'd still rather just have no sprint races, but This is the best it's ever been. And one thing I want to say is, why is the break so big? Why is it 3 hours in between the end of practice and the start of sprint quali? Because there's no other racing series going on, so there shouldn't be that much of a delay. It should be an hour and a half or 2 hours, not 3 hours. But anyway, that's gonna be all from me. I'll be back at 8:20 a.m. I don't actually know if I'll even be awake for it. I'll try my absolute hardest. I'm gonna play some games to sort of pass time. Maybe have some like breakfast or something. I'm not too sure, but I was gonna try and kill some time. I mean, it's 3 hours. Do you know what I mean? It's quite a long time, and I'll see if I'll be back. But yeah, 8:20 BST. If I'm on, great. If I'm not, and then I'm fake. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Adios. See ya. Bye. Oh, what is that? Oh no, we can't be having that. What is that? There we go.